go skiing in a wintry slope, and if you would like to see how these fun Dutch doors come together in my B5 journal, stay tuned. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. As you can see, this is the Winter Allure sticker book I have out, and these are all the pages I have going on using some Planything subscription boxes. I have 2 setups. And the videos I'm mentioning are all in the description, and this is the next Dutch door, and this is one of my absolute favorites. After that comes the self-care using wrong sticker books. And we are almost halfway there, and one more setup and I think I should be done with March. And we have this Winter Allure from Live Love Posh, and there is one of the ski sets which are again fun colors for winter, this one. So there are 4 sheets that I can use along with some scenes if needed. So I'm going to make sure that I use them well. So I have some lace washi from the washi tape shop, and these are some of the Live Love Posh washi tapes, and everything you see up there is the set from Planything. I'm just counting the number of pages I'm going to be working with today. And I have my tools and the washi cutter, which is also a stencil, also from Live Love Posh. So I'm going to be again doing some Dutch doors, creating some layers and some wintry scenes where the skiing can happen. So I'm just trying to see what other colors will go here. And these washi tapes, I'm not sure which ones are still in stock when you see the video, but I will link the shop anyway. So for Planything, the washi tape shop, Live Love Posh, and the Arch and Olive, where this journal is from, my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off. And for Planything, it's not valid on subscription boxes, the current subscription boxes to be precise. And for the older subscription boxes, the code is still valid. And if you want to pick up the sticker books that come out in those subscription boxes separately, individually, it does happen, but it will be a couple of months before that happens once the sub boxes drop. And for Live Love Posh, my code is valid on most items, and except on Posh boxes, Posh bundles and box sets, it's valid on everything else. So see how I'm going and creating the first door, and that cutter, before you ask, is called a gyro cut, which lets you swivel in 360 degrees so that you can effortlessly do the trimming. And I do have a tutorial if you want to get started on that. And I'm going to be using these hexagon washi, and I'm going to be combining it with the solid orange one from Live Love Posh. I think the colors are really dreamy and really different for a winter theme. Let me just straighten that, and I'll be going around the scene. And look at all those details on the stickers. It's really pretty, and I wanted to use it this year, so that is why I did not wait, because spring is officially here only in March, and this will be the last set of pages for March in my daily journal. I try to work ahead, so I'm filming this mid-Feb, and I'm already setting up the pages for the end of March. So you see how I'm choosing the elements to make sure that I have the correct sizes and the placement, because I'm trying to again lay it down straight, and also make sure that all of these layers will kind of make sense once it is all cut. So these were from the Neutral Edit washi tape set, And I'm trying to see what else I can combine. So I've tried this even before, and I think just a pop of the black sometimes really makes the other set of stickers or colors already on the page pop. So I'm going with this one here. You must be wondering why. Because sometimes layering or combining the washi tapes to give that effect you're looking for is really helpful. And you see how those fall once it is cut. So that is kind of the layering I like to do, because I would like to see all the elements separately as I put it down, so that once you have the whole setup, you can see all the elements going on. And I had done a purple and green one earlier in the year, and it was really gorgeous. That is another winter camping kind of vibes that the same sticker book has. And this is a very good option if you want something for the winter but you don't want to go for the 20 sheet of sticker books. This one is slightly thicker and you do have more collections. So just with one sticker book, you have lots of options and collections you get to choose. And I wanted to kind of move that doggy a bit more so that that sign can be visible. So it is, even after you cut, I don't think it is too much of a hassle if you decide to change things around. And you see how that dog is now placed, and I think moving the dog was a good idea. And we have the next page, and this will be the ski lodge or the ski shop, and you can pick up your goodies, or it could be the lodge. And there might be tools lying around there on the outdoors, because these are all helpful when you are out in the outdoors. Yeah, out in the outdoors, yeah, right. So when you're there exploring the outdoors, I mean. So that is the next layer, and you see how easy it is to layer those, and that gives an illusion of the washi tapes being there behind the elements we just laid down. And I'm also linking all the products, including the tweezers and the gyro cut, and even that self-healing cutting mat that is in the A5 size. So for the bigger journals, you'll have to move it around and work it around there. But otherwise, I think it's a nice size. If you use more A5 journals, it makes more sense so that you can finish all your cutting in one go. And I really find these two the perfect duo for paper crafts, the gyro cut and the self-healing cutting mat. And just picking the elements to make sure that I have the symmetrical elements where I want before I go ahead and use the rest of it to fill up the very first and the very last pages to complete the whole scene. So that is the full process. Let me know if you have the sticker book and if you have used this collection in your planner or journal. And you see how that scene can be used to create a more depth. And I did not want to see that entirely there because I want it to be more visible. And that paper clip I just used is from Journal Say, and the small scissors I use are also from Journal Say. And my code Priya earns you 8% off at Journal Say, just in case you decide to pick up anything. And all their shops and codes and links are all down in the description. You do not have to worry about memorizing any of them. And we have this trees in a cluster, and using those smaller elements to kind of make sure I make use of the flat edges in either of them. And we have a couple more clips and a couple of the gears which will be handy once we start putting down the boxes to fill in. And before you ask, again, this is again one of the questions I get asked quite frequently as to what I use these pages for. And this is my daily journal, and I definitely come and use this. I write in it. So all the spaces which do not have decorations will most likely get the pen. So you see how it is layered, and I'm just layering that off the space and elements we have going on the pages with that. So once you turn the page, you will have something to look at. So that is usually what I go for, and that is the quotes from the same book. So that's the advantage of the Live Love Posh books. And I'm using those longer set of words in the quote to fill some of that space, and that I don't intend to write in that very first small Dutch door on the front page. This one I can use it for a day, and usually this is a journal that I picked up at the start of the year, and I will be done by the end of April. So 4 months in one journal is kind of the sweet spot. I don't want to go any further than that because I know it is a 160 pages is all you have in these Arch and Olive journals, and I really love the quality of the products. Feels quite luxurious. You can do anything and everything in here. You don't have to worry about having to bleed or see any ghosting in any of the pages. It holds up pretty strong to pretty much anything. So that is me just cutting off the washi tape above those stickers. And this seems to be a bit more efficient this way because I lay down everything, go about cutting, and then comes the corner rounding. So anything with the sharp edges right there, I prefer to round the corners for a more smoother look. And now we will come and use some of these boxes. As you can see, for each collection, the functional boxes and some of the headers are given. So since this is my journal, I don't think I need any of the other functional words. So I'm going and doing some clusters. And I'm trying to also make sure that I have some of those smaller elements to club with them. And that's one of the easiest ways you can add some dimension and also fill some of that white space that sometimes we all have. And I'm using some of those smaller elements to kind of add to the clusters. And I picked up a few of the stickers that can be used this way. So this is the next set, and all these skiing gear are things you will find in a ski lodge or on the mountains while you're out and about. So let me know if you went skiing this year. I have not. I've gone skiing, but I did ski, and I don't think I'm an expert or anything. Just beginner level. I can survive. I think that's all I can claim. So, but in your planners and journals in your virtual world, you can be anything you want. You can be an expert at skiing, and I don't mind that. So just see how I'm layering the boxes behind all the elements that are sticking out, because that gives me an area where I can write the elements without it having to be visible from the front. And these are just simple ways of doing some Dutch doors, and just figuring out the symmetrical elements I think would be the biggest challenge if you ask me, especially since they don't align exactly the same way. And now let's add some proper snow flurries, whatever we have. And also the other question I get is, how chunky do these journals get? And I have to be very, very repetitive. I'm sorry if I'm sounding quite redundant. It is very, very usable and not chunky at all, because I get asked that a lot when I add so many elements. I choose to pick clear elements so that it takes off a lot from the bulk, and see how that black in fact just adds to that pop. And please come follow me on Instagram. I'll have all that information down in the description. I do share more ideas and sneaks, and also spreads, even if they don't quite get YouTube videos. And please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the future videos. And please find all the videos I mentioned, along with all the codes and shops and everything you need to pick all these goodies. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.